Hey guys, what is up? What's going on? It's your girl Ashley and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, what I'm going to be doing is a New Year's Eve glam makeup look. This is gonna be perfect if you're going to a party, even if you're just sitting on your couch watching the ball drop on TV. Like, this look is perfect. Doesn't even matter. I'm really excited because I created this look using all affordable products, which I know you guys love and appreciate. So if you guys are on a budget, you guys just want to be slayed and laid without spending a ton of money, then this look is for you. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. If you guys haven't subscribed already, click that bell so that you guys are notified anytime I upload, which is 3 times a week, every single week. I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and y'all not gonna wanna miss out. So with that, let's go ahead and zoom you guys in so that way we can get started on the look. So first things first, I'm gonna go in with a nude eye pencil. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Eye Pencil, and what I'm actually gonna do is I'm going to trace out a guide so that way I have my eye shape down and pre-mapped out, just so that way I don't mess up at all. Typically, whenever I do a shape like this, I always mess up. One eye can be higher than the other, so I really love to use a nude pencil to kind of just map things out beforehand. That way I don't have any mistakes. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the nude pencil and I'm putting it right in my crease, and then I'm going low as I get to the very outer edge, and I'm just drawing a line, kind of just like winging out my crease. Now that I have that guide down and in place, I'm gonna go in with the original Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm gonna pick the shade called Silk Cream on a Sigma E45 blending brush, and I'm going to start blending this right above that guide, so right above that eyeliner, to act as my transitional color. One of the biggest tips I can give you with this step is to just ensure that you go in and really take your time. Use a very light shade. If you guys don't have the original Jaclyn Hill palette, then definitely go in with something very similar in color to start with. I also want you guys to know that it's completely okay if you get a little bit of this shadow on top of the eyeliner, because that's exactly where I will be cutting my crease a little bit later on. So it really doesn't matter if you get this shadow on the eyeliner. Just keep blending and make sure this color is light and nice and diffused. I'm now going to switch over to an M507 and pick up the shade called Pooter, and I'm going to put this directly into my crease to deepen things up just a little bit. Okay, so now that I have that color buff and blended all in the crease, the next shade I'm gonna pick up is a shade called Mocha, which is a little bit more of a rich chocolatey brown. And what I'm gonna do with this color is I'm gonna stick it into my crease, but I'm gonna go in very small circular motions to ensure that this color is nice and blended. You definitely don't wanna take this color up too high. So go in with a little bit of product and then slowly build up to your desired intensity. Now, if you guys look very closely at this look, while I did cover up that nude eyeliner, you can see that the very dark brown eyeshadow kind of gripped onto the areas where I put the nude eyeliner, which is exactly where I will be cutting my crease. I know it looks very weird, unblended, but trust me when I tell you, I put that nude liner down as a guide, and while I did cover it up, it did create more of a darker edge right here in the crease, which is exactly where I'm going to follow and cut the crease. I'm going to use a little bit of the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Light on an ABH 18 brush, and I'm just simply going to follow alongside that very dark brown edge and cut my entire lid. Going in with just a flat brush, this one is by Tarte. I'm just going to pat the concealer dry just so that way it's not tacky in any way, shape, or form. And this just also ensures that the concealer is laying nice, flat, and even all over the lid. Now that my crease is nice and cut, I'm gonna go in with a bone colored shadow. Now, all of the shadows within the JH palette do have slight shimmer to it, so I am gonna be using the CoverGirl Chocoholic palette, and I'm gonna take that matte bone colored shadow and pop it directly over top of the concealer that I put all over the lid. Next, I'm gonna pick up a little bit of the shade called Beam, which has a little bit of shimmer in it from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just gonna lightly pat this on top to add a little bit of shimmer, but nothing too crazy. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go in with some gel eyeliner. I will be using the Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner in the shade Blackest Black on an ABH A28. You can also use a MAC 210, whatever it is that you want. We're now gonna move on to the glitter. I'm gonna first take the NYX glitter glue and I'm gonna place this in my crease, and then I'm just gonna dab a little bit of the NYX Face and Body glitter directly over top, and this is in the shade 06. So one of the biggest recommendations I can give you when doing this step is to take a little bit of the glitter glue, put it in the area that you want it, and then go in with the glitter and dab it directly over top. You really just want to work in sections, just so that way that glitter glue doesn't dry before you get the chance to stick the glitter directly on top. So once I have that glitter down and in place, I'm actually gonna take a clean pointed brush and I'm gonna run it right alongside the edge to really just sharpen up the area where the glitter is. Right now we have a lot of glitter that's not kind of sticking to the glitter glue, just sitting on the lid, and I just want to really clean and sharpen up this edge. So now that I have that glitter in my crease, I'm going to take things a step further and I'm going to apply some crystals. I did pick these up at Michael's craft store, and to apply the crystals, I will be using this rhinestone picker upper, just so that way I have a little bit more precision. Before applying the rhinestones, I will take a little bit of eyelash glue. This is the Kiss Strip Adhesive Eyelash Glue, and I'm going to pop this directly over top of the areas where I just want to place the rhinestones. And I am just going to apply a little bit of lash glue at a time, just so that way it doesn't completely dry down before I apply the rhinestones. I'm going to pop on some mascara. This is the new Maybelline Snapscara in the shade Pitch Black. And the falsies I will be using today are by Blinking Beauty in the style Samantha. She's coming alive, alive.
She's alive, alive!
Now that I have lashes on, I'm going to start working on the skin. First and foremost, I'm going to color correct directly underneath my eyes with the Pixie Color Corrector. This is in the shade Peach. Now, what I love about this is that it is going to cancel out any blues or greens. So if you have any dark circles, this is really going to get the job done. I also like to take this concealer right on my upper lip to, again, cancel out any blues or greens. Like if you struggle with the mustache, girl, best friend, hands down.
F friends. When we say goodbye, BFS.
That's supposed to
I actually realized I didn't prime the skin, so I will be using the Collab Fundamental Smoothing Primer. Make sure you do this before you actually color correct, but I did it, and I do want my base makeup to last for a period of time, so I'm just going to apply it right here on the cheeks and kind of like over top of the color correcting primer, but you're not supposed to do that. I'm going to take my damp Equal Tool sponge and then just kind of press everything in, because kind of messed up here by applying my color corrector before primer, but it's all right. Okay, so moving on, I will be using my Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Foundation. I'm going to use the shade 128 Warm Nude and apply this all over for a long-lasting full coverage look. All right, so foundation, honey, coverage, totally there. All in it. Again, I did use the Maybelline Superstay foundation, bomb.com, and maybe under $15 at the drugstore. Definitely check it out. I have it linked down below. I'm going to use the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer in the shade Light. This is a full coverage concealer and it is beautiful. Alright, so I think things are looking really, really good. That concealer blended out very, very nice. I'm now going to move on and use the Collab Set the Stage Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder in the shade Porcelain Ivory. You guys know this is one of my holy grail face powders. I actually just picked up a restock over at Sally Beauty because it is literally that good. For overall face powder, I'm going to use this by Milani. This is the Conceal and Perfect Shine Proof Powder. You guys, this is really going to keep your skin locked and loaded. Your face, your base, it's not going to go anywhere. And if you guys are going to go out on New Year's, this is the powder that you're going to want to use. Fun fact, you guys, me and Bobito's 9-year anniversary is on New Year's, which is crazy to think we're going to be together for 9 years. Let me tell you, time really does fly by. I feel like we've only been dating for like a year. And let me tell you, one thing we do every single year, we either play Monopoly or we sit on the couch and go to sleep before the ball drops. But not this year, because I need somewhere to wear this bomb-ass look to. For bronzer, you guys already know, tried and true Collab Sun Obsession Sculpting Bronzer, Sally Beauty on clearance, $7.50. Go get it.
Damn!
Definitely let me know how you guys feel about this look down below in the comments. Y'all had doubts? I had doubts. We all had doubts, but she's coming through. I'm also going to apply a little bit of bronzer down the sides of my nose to give it a little bit more shape. Now I want to clean up underneath my bronzer right here. I don't want to just keep it like this. I really want more of like a chiseled effect. So I will be going in with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I'm going to use the shade Light Medium. Now this powder is actually a little bit darker than my collab powder, but the reason I'm using this directly underneath my bronzer is because I don't want it to be as stark and bright underneath my bronzer. Also going to use this to clean up directly on the sides of my nose. So while I let that powder sit and bake, I'm gonna go in with highlight. I'm gonna use the Pixie Glowy Gossamer Duo in the shade Subtle Sunrise. I'm gonna take that light bronze shade and pop it onto the highest points of my cheeks. Because let's face it, we really want to look like a disco ball. I'm gonna take my big powder brush and just brush away all of the bake and pop a little bit of the highlight on my Cupid's bow, tip of my nose, and down the bridge of my nose. For blush, I'm gonna use the Color Harmony Wheel by Milani. This one is in the shade Coral Beams. You guys know I live for a coral blush. Before I finish this look off with lips, I am going to finish off the lower lash line, and I'm going to pick the shade called Pooty from the original Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to smudge it right here on the lash line. This look definitely calls for a nude in the waterline, so I'm going to go right back into that Infallible Nude Liner by L'Oreal and just run it back and forth until it's nice and bright. Finally, I'm going to work on the lips. I'm going to use the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade 3 and line my lips. Then I'm going to go in with this ColourPop lipstick in the shade What's Your Sign. And to top everything off, I'm going to use this lip topper by Makeup Revolution in the shade Exquisite. And to set everything down and in place, I'm going to use the Collab Grand Finale 3-in-1 Hydrating Makeup Setting Mist. And just like that, you guys, this is the final and completed look. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. I will definitely say that it is just a tad bit dramatic, but honestly, there's no better way to bring in the new year than being hella extra and hella dramatic. You know what I mean? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this look. I will have some other New Year's Eve makeup looks coming soon that are a little bit more toned down, so sit tight. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Also, click that bell so that you guys are notified anytime I upload, which is every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you, and I will talk to you guys all very, very soon. Deuces. Outro of the outro. You made it to the very outro of the outro, you guys. Thank you so very much. Definitely let me know what you guys have planned this New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, resolutions. Let's talk about it down below in the comments. We hit 600,000 subscribers this year, and I am honestly so incredibly grateful. Thank you guys so freaking much. Big internet hugs. Like, this is me hugging you, okay? I love you. Also, don't forget to subscribe by clicking my face here and check out this video and this video. Odds are you're really gonna like them. Goodbye.